What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at a pellet slash BB gun that I've been using for a couple of years called the Crosman 2100. And about a year and a half ago I made a video that had this gun in it, and I'd shot a squirrel with it, and I was talking about that, and that got a lot of response. So I thought I'd do a review about this gun. It's really good. It's lasted me a long time. I mean, I can't deny that. I've had it for a couple of years. It still works like new. You just gotta oil it like a regular gun. And I mean, the oil I use for this, I use the Pellet gun oil. That stands for pellet gun oil. It's just the Crosman standard. I ordered it when I ordered the gun at the same time. And you have to, when you open it up, you have to pierce the top of it with like a sharp something. I just used a bobby pin, and the oil itself is a pink substance. And there's just a couple really key points where you need to use this oil in the gun, and I do it around the base of the trigger so that it won't get stopped up when you're trying to shoot. The safety, so that doesn't get hard to push through. The chamber where you put in the BBs and the pellets, and when you undo the gun right here, if you look at it like this, you can see through here there's all these moving parts that when you do like this, they move and they get a lot of dirt and grime on them, and you need to use it a lot right through there. I hadn't cleaned it in probably a year. You need to do at least every 6 months. And all of this grime was up in that area right there. So make sure that you keep this in good condition if you want it to last, you know. And as far as like ammunition goes for this gun, it's got a feature that I really like. I mean, it can be, if you hear this when I'm rattling around, like game can hear that, and that's one of the aggravating parts about it, but I still like it. On the bottom here, on the bottom of the gun, you can flip up this little switch, right there. You flip it down, actually. There we go. And it exposes this little hole right there. And that is where you pour BBs, not pellets. Do not pour pellets in there. That would be very bad. You've got to put in pellets one at a time. That's another feature I don't really like. But this can hold like 200 BBs in there, and it can get really heavy if you fill up like the entire stock with them. And so I use the Copperhead BBs. 6,000. I bought this pack. Don't buy it. You're never going to use this many. I don't know why I bought this many BBs. I mean, I don't even shoot game with BBs with this pellet gun. I only shoot game with pellets because pellets get the job done a lot quicker. BBs just kind of knock them to the ground, and you have to do most of the job. But only use BBs for target practice. That's my advice. So I use, and don't get over 1,000 of them at a time. I only use those for target practice. And then to put them in the chamber, there's this sliding part right here, and you pull this down and latch it into this down position right there. And you have to kind of, it's really aggravating sometimes. You have to shake it until the BBs fall through the barrel area right here, or the stock area, into this little patch, into this little strip, and then the BBs will get lined up through there. I think you can get about 10. So then when you pull back on the chamber area right here, it will get one of those BBs, just like that, and you can push it back in, and then pump up to 10 times, depending on how hard you want the bullet to shoot. I wouldn't do it over 9 times. I never do it over 9 times. They say you can do 10, but it'll just wear out your air chamber. It's just not even worth it. So I think I have this pumped once, and I have a BB in there. And never dry fire this gun. If you pump it even once, always put a BB, or if you have that many, a pellet in there. Because the BBs do mess up the grooves inside the chamber every time you shoot them. But it's just a very small amount. So just kind of aim it into, like, this is what I was using to oil it. You could just, since it's only pumped once, it'll be like an airsoft gun or something like that. And you just shoot it right into there. But you shouldn't shoot inside. That's not safe at all. Just don't dry fire it. Take it outside, whatever you have to do. Don't dry fire it. The pellets I use, which work great, are the Crosman destroyers. And these pellets have kind of they dip down inside. They have this little design right there that makes them fly straighter. And they work really well. I've taken down, I don't even know how many squirrels with this gun. 1 rabbit. I have a tough time shooting rabbits. They are very tricky in my backyard. And that's just not what I've shot, and that's just with this gun. When me and my dad go out legitly hunting, I'll use a 22 if we're doing squirrels or something like that. I usually try to save shotgun for deer and whatnot. But sights are pretty straightforward for this gun. They send you a scope along with the deal that I got. That I don't use it because it's just kind of garbage. So I wouldn't use the scope. I just go straight out iron sights. It helps out your vision too to do that. And that's about it for this gun. I think that's all I had planned for this video. It's a great gun. I think it's like $90, I think. It might be like $70. It's been a year and a half since I bought it. So I totally recommend the Crosman 2100, and I'd get it. I can put a link in the description below for you to go. If you're watching this video, you probably already are looking at it and interested in it. But if you don't have the page pulled up, I'll put a link in the description below for you to check it out. So just subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you out at all in any way, and see you guys next time.
I've been